Today's obituaries are brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Funeral services for Thelma Beatrice Turner, 87, of Dodge City, will be Friday at 11 a.m. at Hansville Funeral Home Chapel. Stanley Owens be officiating. Interment in Beech Grove Cemetery. The family will receive friends 5:30 to 9 p.m. Thursday. Ms. Turner passed away on Tuesday at her residence. Funeral services for Vera Smith Hollingsworth, age 60, are incomplete. Will be announced later by Moss Service Funeral Home. She passed away Tuesday in a traffic accident. Funeral services for Novema Christine Romine Sandlin, age 85, of Cullman, will be at 11 a.m. tomorrow at Cullman Funeral Home Chapel. The Reverend Larry Duke and Neil Hayes officiating. Interment in Friendship Methodist Cemetery. Visitation will be 6 to 8 p.m. tonight at the funeral home. Ms. Sandlin passed away Tuesday at Cullman Regional Medical Center. And those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Premier Bank presents Today on 2. Welcome back to Robin Lambert.
Well, I'm glad to be back. It's good to be here. Good to visit with everybody.
Yeah. We are, of course, broadcasting live at channel2coleman.com right now and all day long. Do you want to do a shout out to your sister or your mother-in-law or anybody?
My nephew Daniel in Cincinnati is checking this out. Yeah. And I'm sorry your Reds aren't playing better.
Yes, everybody can watch us. So anyway, good to have you back on the show, Robin. Let's start with the weather forecast for today. Our weather brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. We start with the weather almanac for today. The average high temperature remains at 92. The average low is 66. The record high, once again, the summer of 2007, it got up to 108 degrees on this day. Record low 53 in 1963. Sunset 7:34. Sunrise tomorrow morning 9 minutes after 6. There's the satellite picture. You can see what's going on around the country, and our part of the country doesn't look too bad, but we'll see what the forecast has in store for today. We do have a slight chance of rain, otherwise partly sunny, a high of 82, not 92 like our normal high is. For tonight, slight chance of rain, low of 63. Tomorrow, more of the same, high of 83, then 84. Temperatures remaining in the mid-80s. Very, very comfortable weather.
That's why I put my cardigan on this morning.
It almost makes you think of football, doesn't it?
Yes, but I'm very happy thinking about baseball right now.
Okay.
I'm a happy Braves fan this year.
When Robin co-hosted the show, we used to love to talk about the Braves because that's before they went into the little slump.
Yeah. Well, yeah. When I was here, Bobby Cox was still there. And
yeah. So it's been an enjoyable summer. I think a lot of it was because we didn't expect them to be this good.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We were willing to be patient and have another building year and all of that. And we didn't know what would happen with Chipper gone. And there's so many young guys.
And see, the last few years, the Nationals, of course, were real good last year. The Phillies before that. Yes. And those teams fall on hard times this year. I don't know if you heard this, but the other day they were saying that when the Braves had a 14.5 game lead, that equaled the lead of all the other divisions put together.
Yes, I know. I reminded my family of that.
Anyway, it's been a fun summer to root for the Braves, as Robin and I
my only complaint is the weather has not been our friend. I used to say win by 9 o'clock so we can go to bed. Now I'm happy if they play by 9 o'clock.
Oh, true. Yeah, with all the rain. Well, let's see. We need to do our business for the day. We need to talk about Sweet Tater Festival.
Their new location this year, they're going to be at Smith Lake Park. I think that will make it interesting and more opportunities for recreation and parking, that's for sure.
And a lot more room for vendors.
Yes, and there you have an opportunity to be a vendor. For the 2-day event, it's only $35. And if you go to arts and crafts shows, you know that is a deal. Yep. A lot of places charge a lot more than that. There are door prizes, entertainment, kiddie rides, lots of sweet potato pies, and you can contact them through their website, sweettaterfestival.com.
And we have been showing the evolution of the little Sweet Tater cartoon.
Yes.
And we started in 06 and 07. This is 08. And
he's got a hat.
And he's got a hoe. He's been farming. He's farming. And I think the first day he had boxing gloves on. Yesterday was also a farmer, but now he's got the straw hat and so forth. But every day will kind of remind you as to how this character has changed over the years.
And it reminds us, because we all know Coleman County sweet potatoes are the best.
No doubt about that. Okay, let's see, our Facebook friend of the day. Who's our friend for today?
Jean Moore. That's a cute, good picture. That's a sweet smile. And she likes reading and watching Fox News.
Okay. That's our Facebook friend of the day. She wins.
Oh boy, yummy yum. A large barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue.
Yep, and Jean just stopped by our station sometime during the morning hours. We'll give you a certificate to take out to Mad Dog Mike's Barbecue. Let's see, our guest for today is Ann Mullins with the Better Business Bureau. We'll be back with her monthly report. George Spear is here with news and commentary coming up right after this.
In the nation, our agents are always there, helping make sure that when your life changes, your nationwide insurance coverage changes too. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation where protection is personal.
Nationwide is on your side.
Wallace State offers associate degree and certificate programs in Alabama's hottest job fields. Every year this decade, almost 3,800 new workers will enter these fields. Will you be one of them? Be one of us. Get in a Wallace state of mind. That's the projected number of job openings for trained welders this decade. That's the potential salary for welders trained the Wallace State way with the latest robotic technology for manufacturing. Who will you be? Be one of us. Get in a Wallace state of mind.
Time for news and comment this Thursday morning. Looking at the morning Coleman Times, it looks as though that the folks who are up to no good seem to never take a break when it comes to making meth and that sort of thing. 3 people have been arrested by the SWAT teams in Coleman County and the Water Valley community. We're talking about Andrew Spivey, Melina Spivey, and Daniel Edmondson, all of Coleman, arrested for unlawful trafficking of a controlled substance. So those went down for the count. There's more NARCOG news here, but you know, who cares? I mean, you know what I mean? It's like a tempest in a teapot sometimes when it comes to that issue. Yesterday when I was at the pharmacy, when I was at the doctor, heard one of these folks, you know, that bring in the medicines, you know, you see them, they come in almost every trip that I'm on to a doctor. They've got their medicine. They're going to pawn some more medicine, new medicines to the doctors, I guess, show them what they've got. I heard him talking to a nurse. He said they've got several cases of flu, something of a small outbreak up in Morgan County and up in Huntsville. In fact, when I went to the pharmacist, I asked the pharmacist if she had been, dispensing those kind of meds to that sort of thing. She said, yeah, a couple of cases in Coleman County, not apparently as bad as it is north of us. The flu vaccine arrives next week at the pharmacies Now, I'm not sure why doctors get it later, but that was my experience last year and year before. The nurse at the doctor's office said, well, it'll take us a little while. It's all the same vaccine, I guess. That's all I can figure. A section of the downtown Montgomery office yesterday of our Attorney General shut down. A strange substance in an envelope, white substance. They hadn't figured out what it is, a white powder, but they say everything's safe. It's not poisonous. Also, the accident, the crash yesterday morning of this UPS cargo plane at the Birmingham airport. You know, you tend to see those things, and you don't think you have an association with them, but they have to have come from somewhere. You know, people who are involved in such tragedies. One of the pilots was a woman, and I'm in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking a male pilot, right? I guess it's because usually that's what you see whenever you fly, is men flying them. But there was a woman, Shanda Fanning of Lynchburg, Tennessee, 37 years old, loved life, loved doing things. She was one of the people that perished in that terrible accident. In Memphis tonight and through tomorrow, hey, it's become a religion in some places, even overseas, Elvis's vigil, right? Well, some 30, how many years? 30? Since 1977. You can do the math. A long time. My wife says that in 100 years there will be an Elvis religion. In Ann Arbor, Michigan, a new study shows that Facebook may help people feel connected, but they don't feel any better at the end of the day. Is there a medicinal purpose behind Facebook, I wonder? Is that what people are thinking? I know one thing. I can't believe all the stuff that comes across on Facebook. I've just sort of gotten started, right? You know, learning that sort of thing. And I see, here's a friend request. And here is a picture of a 22-year-old blonde with out to there, or low-cut dress, and it says she wants to be your friend. Yeah. So he said, well, she's friend with this person and this first person and this person. I said, I can't believe he did that. He was friended her? No thanks. There's got to be something wrong with that picture. You know what I'm saying? Like the nude couple swimming in the guy's back pool. While the guy's watching them, the husband's around the back other door, going in and breaking and taking things out of the house. There's always a catch, right? And also, it seems like that, and I hadn't noticed this, I just know that we don't have any that I know of in Coleman County. And what is that? Outdoor theaters, drive-ins. When I was growing up in the 60s, you didn't go to the movies. For young Baptist folks out of Missionary Grove community, going to the movie was a lot like hanging out of church on Sunday morning. It was a lot like going to the pool hall, those kind of things. But the one opportunity I did have to go to the drive-in, it was quite an experience. The reason I bring that up is that now drive-in theaters are having to go digital. If you go to the theater down here at Carmike, 90%, or I don't know that you can say 90, but most of those movies you watch are coming off of a hard drive being projected on screen, right? They're not a 35 millimeter print. I prefer those because there's a lot more clarification, a lot more definition in picture, Did he give a cue? Okay. So I just wonder about that, because they're having to go to that, and it's about $80,000 per screen. And so a small mom and pop operation when it comes to theaters, drive-ins, are disappearing very quickly. Nonetheless, with that in mind, as I said, I got an opportunity when I was about 10 years old to go to the Thunderbird drive-in in Coleman down 31 south of town. I'd never been to one, and it was going to be a big event, I thought. I spent the weekend with my aunt and uncle, and it was my first chance to see a movie. So we go to a drive-in. Now, mind you, I'm going to tell you what, whenever you're sitting in the back seat looking over that wall, trying to see a movie that's 100 yards that way, well, we parked away from the crowd, and I didn't really give that any thought. But I'd been reading, I guess now we got a cue. Let me finish my story. So, when I got to the theater, I thought, well, I remember this. I remember reading Ann Landers, and at the bottom of every Ann Landers column there was a subject there. She was selling a book. It says, when is heavy petting at the drive-in not permitted? Well, I knew what petting was. I had a collie, and he loved petting. So when finally, and I'm trying to keep an eye on that movie, and let's face it, that's the an ultimate chick flick, Gone with the Wind is. So I'm losing a little bit of consciousness almost and trying to sit up there on the edge of that seat. And here comes a car next to us, right in parks. Well, I didn't think anything about it. But there was some noise, and I looked over and I thought, is that the heavy petting they're talking about? I don't see a dog, Took a while. Anyway, stay tuned. More today on 2 after this.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Welcome back to Today on 2. Let's give away some prizes for today. Let's see what we have. On Thursday, we have the bag of assorted apples from Steel Orchard. And we have the large pizza from Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza. And those are the prizes for today. We're going to ask you a question, of course, about one of these ads, so pay close attention. Let's go with our merchant ads for today. Starting with Autotech Repair and Service, where they do an electronic diagnosis of your engine, major engine repairs, transmission, brake repair. They do it all at Autotech.
Mullins Body Shop. You've counted on them for over 50 years for auto body repair and towing, and you can count on them today. Call Sonny, Stacy, Beth, or Jim at Mullins Body Shop. 256-734-1353.
Brown & Company Beverages, a specialty wine and beer store. They have the Beer Cave. Boy, I'll tell you, a hot day, just go hang out at the Beer Cave. You'll cool off in a big hurry.
Deb's Bookstore is your hometown bookstore just down the road. Browsers are welcome. Used books are half price every day. New books are 20% off every day at Deb's Bookstore on 3rd Street Southwest.
Grand Point Pharmacy, home of 2 old goats, and register for a $100 teacher giveaway.
Wow.
Right now at Grand Point Pharmacy.
Fitness opportunities abound at the Coleman Wellness and Aquatic Center. Day passes are available. You can just go check it out if you're not ready to commit. They have a 6-lane competition pool, an indoor rubberized walking track, and lots of more.
Baldwin Counseling Center, Dr. Howard Rogers can help you with weight loss, individual and family counseling, lifestyle coaching. Call for an appointment, 256-737-3087. Question for today should be an easy one. What is the blizzard of the month at Dairy Queen? Yummy, yummy. What is the blizzard of the month at Dairy Queen? First person with the correct answer receives the large pizza from Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza and the bag of assorted apples from Steel Orchard. 256-734-7399 is our telephone number. And we will take our phone calls right after we watch Money Matters, brought to you by Premier Bank.
I am Rusty Payne of Premier Bank of the South. One of my favorite opportunities at the bank is to help customers save money for their future needs. It is important that funds be set aside for future needs, such as retirement years, unexpected medical bills, or many other home purchases or any other unexpected bills that occur. The bank offers customers a variety of ways to save money, such as individual retirement accounts and savings accounts that all pay interest. We work with our customers to help them choose the best option available for them to set aside money as they are able to help provide a comfortable, trouble-free future. We at Premier Bank of the South are ready to serve you and look forward to seeing you soon.
What is the blizzard of the month at Dairy Queen?
The phones are ringing, yeah.
Somebody has a guess. Hello, who's calling, please?
This is Stephanie Brown.
And from where are you calling?
I'm here in Coleman.
Okay, what is the blizzard of the month?
It is the triple berry brownie.
Yes.
Yes,
that's
you
right.
got it.
You know what all the triple berries are?
I know.
It's everything except blueberries, I think.
I think that's right.
Yeah, raspberries, blackberries, and strawberries.
Yes.
Anyway, you got the right answer. Stay on the line, please. Thanks for calling in. Let's look at that ad and the rest of our merchant ads. Starting with Cotton State Barns of Coleman, you can buy or rent to own. They build carports, play sets, utility trailers, and storage buildings on Highway 278 West, just past the interstate.
The Busy Bee Cafe is home of the original breaded burger. Come check out their dinner hours on Friday and Saturday from 2 to 9 p.m. They have live music. It's a great place to relax and have a good supper.
And Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue, located in the Berlin Quick Stop on Highway 278. They do catering for business parties, weddings, anniversaries, churches, and so forth.
Earl's Body Shop was voted Best Towing Service, and David and Diane and all their employees want to thank you for that honor. Large and small towing is available, local or long distance. Earl's is on Highway 31 North in Coleman.
And the Teacher Supply, located across from Coleman Cemetery on 9th Avenue Southwest. Leah Hoffbauer is the owner, and she has everything for your classroom.
There's that triple berry brownie, strawberry, raspberry, and blackberry puree with chewy brownie pieces and choco chunks are in that blizzard of the month. Yummy yum at the Dairy Queen.
Now open a brand new business, Be Fit, in the downtown area, right by Renard's Gallery and Gifts. Change your life and body. No contract, just $50 a month, and that includes the personal trainer.
Dr. Comfort diabetic shoes are at Borden Family Pharmacy. They are the finest diabetic footwear, period. Visit Chris at Borden Family Pharmacy on 150.
Mr. Hicks Menswear, suits and sport coats made to your measurements. You pick out the fabric and they will make it for you. Of course, they always have in stock regular, big, and tall sizes.
Tires for Less is more than just tires. Greg and the guys are available for take care of your oil changes, minor engine repairs, shocks, and brakes. They're on 2nd Avenue North, just past 157.
There we go with our merchant ads for today. Now it's time to check our birthdays. Who has a birthday on the 15th day of August?
Happy birthday today to Debbie Wood, Jean Schenker, Rayanne Moore, Dale Moore, and Joel Hill. We'll put these names in the hat and draw tomorrow. They can win an ice cream cake from the Dairy Queen. Happy birthday.
We'll have more of Today on 2 coming up right after this.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
As you can see, Ann Mullins is back with us, representing the Better Business Bureau. Hi, Ann.
Ah, if you can't see, you're blind, aren't you? It's bright orange.
Well, on a cloudy day, we need to wake up.
That's right. That's right. And as I told someone else earlier that asked me, no, I'm not an Auburn fan. This is not blue. This is teal. I just like orange.
Well, what do we need to know about today?
Okay, well, we're having a lot of calls in North Alabama that they are getting these green envelopes, and it's the name of the company it says it's from is Corporate Record Services, and it has a Montgomery return address on it, and it's telling these businesses, if you're a corporation, that you have to file these fees to because you're a corporation, and that they're telling you that it's $125. They're asking you to complete this form that's inside this green envelope, and then send this $125 to this Corporate Record Services. Well, guess what? You don't have to pay those fees if you're a corporation. No. They're saying you have to keep a copy of your minutes and all your directors and all this stuff, and then pay this fee to that. And you do not have to. And if you did have to report it, there's certain I think it's LLPs or something that do have to report certain things, but you don't have to pay that fee. And they would say if you had to do that, then you would have all that information that to fill out from them free, and so you wouldn't have to pay to get this information because they're telling you you're paying this fee for them to file this for you, because they're sending you this form to fill out and to keep. You remember back years ago, we used to have a scam that a lot of businesses got this thing saying that you had to pay all this money to get your labor law posters, and your unemployment posters, and all this that you are supposed to have put somewhere in your place of business, but you get those free. All you have to do is ask for them. But they were sending you all of this materials that look so legal and matter of fact, and like somebody's going.
And it's true, you are supposed to post them,
right? But you don't have to pay for it. So, and they were charging lots of money for it, and they may have sent them to you because it was pretty cheap for them to run them off, if you want to pay them for it. But you don't have to do that. So it's kind of the same scenario. They've just picked up on something that they think they, because they make it look so legal, and they can put. And actually, this company, I think it's out of Michigan. And so, but it's making it look like if they're sending them to Alabama corporations, it looks like it's come out of Montgomery, which would make you think, okay, this must be legit. I'm sure probably been doing this all this time, and why haven't I got in trouble so far? So, we even got one at the Better Business Bureau office. So, in Huntsville. So, so we called and verified it with the Secretary of State and everything that you do not have to file these. A corporation does not have to. And so you certainly don't have to pay this fee. Even if you did have to, you wouldn't have to pay this fee. So just another way
what they're doing is not illegal because you don't have to do it.
Right.
They're just misleading you into thinking.
It's fraud. Yeah, it's definitely fraud. But they have an F rating, this company. So with us, and I don't know as far as the legal states of it, if I'm sure they are looking into it and trying to figure out what they can do to get it stopped. But a lot of things may border on the line. Is it legal? Can you put them in jail? Whatever. But yet it's fraud. So if you can get them on that, then that's illegal.
Well, then the other thing too, when you use the postal service, there are certain postal laws that you have to go by.
True. True. But see, what a lot of times these companies will do, finding them is the hardest thing because all you're going to trace back is a P.O. box somewhere. And they don't have a legitimate location. Because like I said, they're in Michigan and it's happening in Alabama. So getting Alabama to be able to do something, I guess, in Michigan is even a little harder. So
they count on that, don't they?
They do. They do. And the laws may be different there, who knows. So. But anyway, it's just, I just wanted to throw it out there because we're getting so many calls, because we got one ourselves. I'm sure there's a lot of companies in Coleman that has probably already gotten this. So just throw it away. You don't have to pay it. It's not something new that's popped up that you didn't know about.
But it's going to corporations.
Yes.
Right. Corporations.
Small. Well, it is. Now they may accidentally send it to a business that's not even, incorporated, but which would should automatically know they don't have to, but that's what it's saying is corporations, just the corporations. And on a note, if I've got a second, which I thought this was really interesting last night, because we talked about do we ever catch any of these people. I was reading last night that in Jamaica, one of the lottery scams was coming out of Jamaica, where it was getting this particular, I don't want to call them a business by any means, but this family that had been scamming people in the U.S. out of lots of money, saying you got to pay these fees because you won this lottery. They were running it out of Florida. They were in Jamaica. They had their contacts set up in Florida. So the calls that came to you was from U.S. that told you you'd won this lottery and you had to send these fees. They had you wire the money to Florida. So again, you were still wiring it, because we always tell you, don't ever wire it out of the country. You'll never see it again. Went to Florida, but Jamaica started working with us. Their government agents started working with us, and we caught this person.
All right.
The head of this ring. So he is up for many counts of fraud, and will probably go to jail for the rest of his life, because they, it had happened. I forgot how many millions of dollars that he had scammed. So, we are at least getting to some of these countries.
He'll pay it back.
Well, that's part of it, but do you think so? I'm sure that money is probably long gone and nobody will ever see it again, but at least he won't be doing it anymore, So, because we've never had a country that I'm aware of never worked with us. They didn't care if they were scamming the U.S., but, they, and especially the seniors, they really were cracking down on that and trying to catch all this, so they're working with us. So, there's hope out there.
Very good. Thank you, Ann.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more right after this.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Fire, accident, storm, they all happen in Cullman County. And for 3 generations, Night Free Insurance has been there for you. Continuing today with Elliott and Westcott Free, customizing your life, home, auto, and business insurance with auto owners. Call Westcott, Elliott, Judy, Tina, Angie, or Karen. Night Free Insurance, where people are the difference.
Community billboards are brought to you by Pepsi, Mountain Dew, and Coleman Jefferson Gas. The Coleman High School class of 1973 is planning their reunion Saturday at 6 o'clock at the Elks Lodge. Contact Cindy Sparks Ponder for more information. Sunday, you can enjoy a concert with Wes Hampton at St. John's Church. He was a member of the Gaither Vocal Band. Check out his website, weshampton.com. The Sweet Tater Festival is coming in a new location this year at Smith Lake Park. We're looking for arts and crafts vendors. Check out their website, sweettaterfestival.com. Community billboards are available for your organization. Just send the details to channel2coleman@gmail.com or phone us or fax us here at Channel 2.
Our weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. Partly sunny today. We do have a slight chance of rain, a high of 82. Cloudy tonight, slight chance of rain, low of 63. Partly sunny tomorrow, 20% chance of rain with a high of 83. Well, what do you think? Tomorrow, do you want to come back and do this again?
I'll be here.
Okay. Very good. And who's our guest tomorrow?
We'll visit with Superintendent Billy Coleman. He's had a busy month.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has. A lot to talk about. Thank you for watching today on 2.